Are you ready for the up and coming season? Live clearly, ready.
Welcome to the Clearly Ready channel. I have a question for you. Are you ready? Are you clearly ready? Because when you are clearly ready, you will take huge leaps. And that's what this channel is all about. Being clearly ready and taking huge leaps. Welcome to episode 2, and we're going to talk about leaping from your comfort zone into the unknown. And I'm not talking about any small leap. Oh, no. That's not when you're clearly ready. When you are clearly ready, you're taking astronomical sized leaps. And that's exactly what Charles and I did 5 years ago. We took a huge, I'm talking about astronomical, ginormous, over the Grand Canyon size leap. We left from what we had known for nearly 9 years, our comfortable life in Pasadena, California, into the unknown. What would make you do such a thing, you say? Well, don't worry, you're not the only one who was saying that. Friends, family, people from our church, people from our work, people from our community, all looked at us as if we had cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs written all over our face. But we didn't. We just had a strong desire to follow and take a huge leap. What were we following? Just a call of service. Where were we taking this leap? Into the unknown. Not even really knowing where we'd land. But we had it all planned out, because that's what we do. We plan out our leaps. Well, guess what? It never works according to plan. Never. We planned to go to the ocean and kind of hang out for a few months and prepare for Paris, France, because that is where we were leaping into. That is where we were being called. That is what shook it all up and got us going into taking that huge leap into the unknown. Well, little did we know, right in the midst of the leap, the wind shifted. We weren't leaping into the ocean. We leaped and landed right into the desert. Wait, what? Yes, the desert. We landed in the desert. Hold up. We were leaping, and our first landing was clearly marked for an oceanside retreat. Not the desert. We don't even like the desert. Wait. Hold up. How did we get here? Charles. Oh, Charles. Are we crazy? Do I have cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs on my face? Let me look at you. No, you don't either. So how did we land here in the desert? I'll tell you. When you take huge astronomical leaps, a lot of times your landing will not be where you plan to land. And that was exactly the case. Embrace your landing. Embrace your landing, because where you land is where you need to be. It may not be where you want to be, but it's where you need to be. And the reason I know this is because that's where you landed. Once we embraced our desert leap, we began to just allow the journey to just take form. We began to sit quiet and just make our plans towards Paris, France. We made those plans from the desert. Okay, it got time for another leap. So you think the second leap would be a little easier, right? Because the first leap, that was the big leap. And that was the scary leap, right? Well, let me tell you something. When you take huge leaps, every leap is scary. Every leap is scary. Every leap puts butterflies in your stomach. If it doesn't scare you, you need to pause and say, wait a minute, am I taking the right leap? So we took that next leap and we landed near the ocean, right? Of course we did, right? No, wrong. We landed in another desert. So in our time in these desert leaps, what was going on was we were shedding. We were releasing the things that we thought were supposed to come along that weren't necessarily right for the journey. So we were just letting them go and letting them go and letting them go. We were getting light, as my mom would say, light for the flight. Well, after that second desert leap, we began to continue on with the journey. Nashville, Tennessee is what was calling us. Nashville, Tennessee. In the process, from leaving the desert of Arizona to arriving in Nashville, Tennessee, we began to feel the transformation of what our journey was all about. And our journey, which we found out early on, was not about just us, but it was about the collectiveness. It was about the whole picture. Our journey was becoming a ministry, and our ministry was go where I send you. So we landed in Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee. Wasn't even on the trajectory. Never even came up. Never on the cutting board. Never even thought about going there. We didn't even know anyone in Nashville, Tennessee. So what was that all about? Well, we were going to find out. We were going to find out. But what we found out in the process of that huge leap from the known into the unknown was our journey was actually our ministry. And our ministry was and is go where I send you. Go where I send you. There's peace in that journey. And there's so many fun adventures to come from that journey. And we'll talk about those in the upcoming episodes. But for now, what I'd like to leave you with today is if you are feeling called to leap into the unknown, especially in this time of uncertainty in the world. We don't know what tomorrow will bring. We don't even know what this afternoon will bring. But what we do know is that we must go forward. We must go through it. We can't get stuck, because this is not the time for being stuck. This is not the time for just standing still. It's definitely not the time to wait and see what happens, because it's a lot of really crazy things going on. And do you really want to just wait and see what happens? Of course not. You want to take the lead. So I'll ask you this. Are you ready? Are you clearly ready? If the answer is yes, then the courage is there. Just take the leap and you will see. Take the leap and you will see. Just remember, you may not land where you thought you would. You may not land where you want to be, but you will land where you need to be. Leap. 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 Until next time, leap you later. One love.
Inspire others with the stories you
Really
express.
ready? Are you ready? Take it with you. You'll open it up. There'll be something there for you, I promise. Wonderful people. And I know she's a part-time angel.